Thank you for your so much for your time tonight. I know we're super excited to be here for our Trellus webinar. It's such a nice to see such a great turnout. Just a reminder, we're going to be recording this webinar and emailing it when we are done. So we have about a 20-minute presentation that we prepared. We're going to get into how Trellus can be a trusted business partner and really kind of take your company to that next level. Some industry trends and best practices. We're going to walk you through how Trellus works. And finally, we're going to leave some time at the end for questions. If you do have a question, feel free to leave it in the chat. We're going to be getting to those at the end. We're going to take some time at the end to answer everybody's questions. The first thing I want to do is kind of just quickly introduce our panelists for this webinar. So, Jared, if you can just go to the next, yeah. So I'll start with myself. My name is Steve Blau. I'm the Client Success Director here at Trellus. Over the last 12 years, I've been working with small and local businesses to help identify their unique business challenges and then kind of helping them adapt and grow from those challenges. I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm really looking forward to talking with everyone about Trellus. Next up, we have Adam Haber, who is our CEO and co-founder. I think I can confidently say that Adam has the most energy out of everyone here at Trellus. Adam leads our business development and sales team. He is extremely passionate about helping small and local businesses grow. Adam is one who truly leads by example. One day he could be leading Chamber of Commerce meetings and presentations about the benefits of Trellus. The next, he could be delivering flowers for one of our merchant partners. So he's truly versatile, and we're so lucky to have him. Next, we have Brian Berkery, who is our COO and co-founder. Brian plays a critical role with Trellus. Brian is in charge of our driver network. He ensures all our deliveries are completed successfully. He also leads Trellus's marketing efforts. He plays a huge part in helping and giving merchants the tools they need to really be successful with promoting Trellus to their customers. So Brian plays a huge part in our operations. And last but not least, we have JR Jensen, who is our CTO and co-founder. JR plays a massive part in actually creating the Trellus platform. He's also a strategic lead for all Trellus product updates. On top of JR being our product lead, he also serves as creative director for Trellus, and he designs all of the Trellus branded content. So that's kind of just a brief intro of our panelists. I'm going to pass it over to Adam at this time. He's going to walk you through kind of an overview of Trellus and then some kind of industry best practices. So Adam, take it away.
Thanks, Steve. We're going to go over what we're all about at Trellus, which is a pretty exciting concept that we came up with a few years ago. And I was fortuitous to meet Brian and JR. We took about a year to program it. Not me, because I have no idea how to program, but JR. And we launched about a year ago. And since that time, we've got over 150 merchant partners. It's pretty exciting, from Mineola even into Queens, all the way to Montauk. We're island-wide. We signed up some wineries and farms recently, so you can get farm fresh products to your home same day. But we run the gamut of all businesses except for restaurants. We have 40 merchant categories, even more. We're growing from toys, charcuterie, hardware, chocolates, you name it. We're basically anything you could find in a downtown small community where you want to shop local, and even home-based businesses. We got a lot of cupcakes on here also that are delicious. We help those partners get their products to you same day. And we've done it over 10,000 times since we started, which is pretty exciting. Our business model basically helps small independent businesses who don't have the resource to hire their own full-time driver, which is $15 an hour, plus gas, plus car, plus insurance. It's over 40 grand a year. They're able to now compete against Amazon and other big box stores quicker. We get you your products 90% of the time from your store to your customers within 2 hours. We're a tech company that does delivery, and we also understand that a good, strong downtown helps communities, helps real estate values. I got the idea when I took my son to college about 4 or 5 years ago in North Carolina, and there was a Walmart a Wendy's and a Target, and there were no small businesses at all, like Lazar's Chocolates or Mascari Flowers or Funky Monkey Toys or any one of the other over 150 businesses we have on our marketplace. And it was a sterile place. Yeah, I wouldn't live there if you gave me a house. And this is why we started this business, to make sure that Long Island stays as awesome as it is. Next, please. So we have so many different categories. As I mentioned earlier, hardware, clothing, sporting goods, florists, bakeries, you can go down the list. We won't do a big box store like Macy's, but we'll do a clothing store that's right near downtown. We won't do, if Toys R Us are still in business, we wouldn't do them, but we do 6 or 7 merchant partners as toy stores. Plenty of specialty foods and several wineries and breweries we're signing up now, which are pretty cool. You can get local made brews right to your doorsteps. We wouldn't do Petco or PetSmart, but we have several small independent businesses that have pet supplies where you get things directly from these stores to your home, the products that you already know and the people you know who you're doing business with very quickly. And one thing that we also do as a side to working directly with products is we also could be a courier service for small businesses. We have libraries we work with, title companies, including law firms. If you have packages that you use for UPS or FedEx, we get them to your customers or your clients quicker. And our tracking system makes it very easy to follow and use. So really exciting stuff we're doing. Nobody in the country is doing this, which I find hard to believe. And I think the reason is it's a lot easier to be a DoorDash or Shipt, one of these big companies, and work with Bed Bath & Beyond or Target and do 100 deliveries from one store, and we do 1 delivery from 100 stores. And it makes the way we run our business, it makes it economical for those stores to do that, and it helps them basically stay in business. Next, please. So one of the most rewarding things about doing this, I've started several businesses in the past, but I've never had feedback like this, are customers saying to me, "You saved my business." We have a florist that we work with in Great Neck who basically called us crying, saying, "I couldn't find delivery people. People weren't coming in my store because of COVID. You've created a reliable system for me to use that I can count on you guys to just show up every single time." And one of the things she didn't expect was we also were driving her customers. The whole purpose of our marketplace is to advertise and push people to your local business, and then you do delivery. And one of the things that we'll get into later is we don't take a percentage of what the sale is. We want you to keep 100%. We're not like Uber or DoorDash or Amazon, who takes 15 to 30% of the sale. Incredibly, 1-800-Flowers takes up to 48% of the sale. We're helping these businesses make money, and it's exciting. And we're working with businesses that never had tech before. Emil's Candies. If you're ever in Oceanside and want to have a 1950s chocolate experience, go there. And they never did delivery before. They ran their business like it was the 1950s, and they added us, and they couldn't be happier. So we are super duper reliable. Again, we've never missed a delivery, which is pretty incredible. One thing that we do that nobody else does, if somebody who sends a delivery types in 11 Main Street, is supposed to go to 111 Main Street, good luck calling Uber Eats or DoorDash or any of the other businesses. We have a dispatcher who literally picks up the phone and can route the driver back to get your products to their homes. I don't know how UPS handles that, but we are very granular. We're right there. We're Long Island guys who started this business, and we know how hard it is to make it. And we're doing everything we can to help you get customers and deliver your goods. So we'll talk a little bit about what the industry's like and why it's so important to offer same-day delivery service to stay competitive. This is stuff that we've done a lot of research for to make sure we had a business model before we launched. But it's clear the world is changing very, very fast. I grew up in the 1980s where a VCR was amazing technology. I mean, I can watch movies whenever I want. That's great. Can't get any better than this. Well, you can. Technology's created so many changes, especially with Amazon coming in and Walmart just destroying local small businesses in downtowns. If you think about it, there are 9 distribution centers for Amazon just in Long Island with over 1 million square feet of products. but they still take a day or two to get delivery, where we're now able to get that to you much quicker and the products that you want from the places that you love. And what's crazy is almost 90% of consumers are now trained to basically say, we want same day delivery service. It's something that they expect from the people they do business with. And I have a 25 and 23-year-old children. They're not children anymore, they're adults. But they don't go into stores. They don't go to the mall and hang out anymore. They go on their iPhones or cell phones or whatever they do and buy things straight from their phone and expect them to come quickly. They just don't, the millennials, the 18 to 34-year-olds don't conduct business in any other way. It's just so odd to see that. And if you think about it now, going to the mall or to go buy something could take you 45 minutes round trip, and you might bring home the wrong product, where all it takes with us is you placing the order like you do with any other delivery service, and we bring it right to you. The idea came from when my kids were very young and I was working in the city, and I had to get a toy for a party, candy, bottle of wine for a dinner that night. And I was wiped and I didn't want to run out to go shopping. And I could have placed the order on the train and had it at my doorstep, literally ready to go. And that's the vision of this business, and that's where we're at right now. Some pretty cool stats about consumers from Price Waterhouse is consumers want expanded delivery options, more than half of them, and they expect that of your business. So it's adapt to the changing environment, or they're going to go shop somewhere else. They want to be able to do it through digital mobile communications. They don't want you to come into their house with COVID. They don't want to go into your store. People are now used to, because of what happened in March 2020 with COVID, they want a contactless transaction where you can get what you want without having to speak to people because you're concerned about getting COVID, and rightfully so. And social distancing is an issue also. That's one of the reasons why our drivers love us. They don't pick up food that has to be there very quickly. They don't have to go speak to the restaurant owners. They don't have to speak to passengers. They literally just pick up and drop off from our over 150 merchant partners the items that you want every day. Next slide, please, Jared. So some crazy stats that are almost hard to believe, and even one that's not on here, is 1 in every 5 retail dollars is now done through online shopping. And that's growing every single year. More than 50% of the books are purchased online, just to show you how Amazon started and then morphed into a much larger company. That's happening everywhere else at a slower pace, but it is happening, and the projections are for this to grow to even more than 25% over the next few years. New York City does 2.3 million deliveries a day of packages, just to show you how prevalent it is. It exploded over the last few years. And 40% of Americans get 1 package every week from Amazon. Those packages should be from your stores to their doorsteps as a way to keep that business. As I said earlier, millennials, the 18 to 34-year-olds, they want delivery. They expect it. It's happening in the food industry, and they have to adapt to it with Uber Eats and DoorDash. But the model they have doesn't help businesses survive and thrive. It's a necessity, or people won't go there. I used to own restaurants in the city, and if we were killing it, we had a 10% margin. When you pay 15 to 30% for a sale, you lose money. I just don't understand how that business is viable long term, and you're seeing a lot of pushback from restaurants because of that. But it's expected, and almost 2/3 of consumers are willing to pay for the convenience and the service. They don't have to get in their car. They don't have to pay for gas. Their time is a commodity, and they want it at their doorstep. It's that simple. One thing we found in our research is that speed is a big deal. You could always find something cheaper. I know my grandparents used to drive an extra 5 miles to save a nickel on gas, and they didn't realize they were losing money because it took more than 5 cents to, drive those 5 miles. But people are willing to save their time, which is a commodity, and pay for the extra service to have things delivered to their home. And they want it. They want it now. They want it within 3 hours of placing the order. They want it a day or two. They don't want it in a week. They want it in a reasonable time to show up at their door. And our model is exactly fitting that space. One thing that we did when we launched the business, and we didn't realize how valuable it was, is we have a very good tech-driven delivery system where when we pick it up, the consumer and the business owner can watch where we are in the process. At the delivery, the business owner gets a picture taken. They have a digital receipt of the transaction. The consumer sees it at their door. If they have the cell phone or their email, we send them a receipt, and they expect that. And I feel like our tracking system is second to none. And one thing that we do have that helps a lot of these businesses, which we'll get into a little bit later, is our batching system helps some of these small businesses do multiple deliveries at once. So we've constantly changing our model because we're getting feedback from consumers and from business owners. We're here to serve you. We're here to grow your business. We're not a delivery service. We're a marketplace that does delivery. So those are the things that we're doing right now, and we see it's what the market wants, and we're here to help. Next slide.
All right, so that's a great segue as Adam was just mentioning. So what comes along with more deliveries, more people using digital products, more people ordering online, more people using their phone, is the tracking and the transparency and knowing when their products are coming. What we've seen is it's even more important to a customer to know that when their package is coming is more important than it coming quickly. So it's really about the reliability of the service they're using, customers knowing when it's being delivered. They want it to be delivered when they're told it's going to be delivered, even if it might take a little longer. So that's really what this like last mile visibility is all about here. So leveraging our technology at Trellus, we do have our real-time tracking. So our system shows where the driver is, estimated times. As the driver is coming to the merchant, all our merchants are notified when the driver is coming so that they're able to get everything ready to make sure that the driver is, they have everything ready. And on top of that, as Adam mentioned before, when the driver picks up the delivery, we notify your customers through our text message tracking, exactly like DoorDash, Uber Eats, all the major platforms, which now offers this service for small businesses to level up to be offering what these major chains are offering. So the consumer gets a text message as the driver starts delivering, and then as the driver gets close, they're also notified as well that their delivery is there. Lastly, after the delivery is delivered, they're also getting a photo email as Adam mentioned before. So really what the technology does is it offers the real-time tracking and a competitive edge. As more and more merchants are offering same-day delivery, not all of them are doing it yet. So to get ahead of the curve is really the name of the game. And you can see from the stats on the side here, it's just more and more money is being invested in faster delivery times. So it's what consumers want. We can probably keep throwing more and more numbers at you about it, but it's really what's important right now. So I want to just run quickly through how our system works. So at Trellus, we have a subscription base where you set up an account on our website, and this offers you 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Brian is waiting for all the packages to come through, but no, our driver network is available 7 days a week, 9 to 7 o'clock. We're there every day, so no matter what holidays, we're there. So when you sign up, you're also offered a 30-day free trial, and that doesn't start until you place your first delivery. We find this to be really important so that all of a sudden you sign up and it's not, I have 30 days to figure out how to do same-day delivery. We're here to help. Your sales rep will be reaching out to you. Steve will be reaching out to you. Any one of the three of us, two of the founders will go. We want to make sure everyone is set so that 30 days doesn't start until your first delivery is placed, just so you're not scrambling to get this going. And as Adam mentioned earlier too, we never take a percentage of the sale. Merchants take care of that, and they're just buying shipping or postage delivery from us. So after you're all set up, you can start within 5 minutes, you get set up and you're able to start taking deliveries. So whether you're taking deliveries over the phone, you're offering same day delivery on your website, or just customers come into your store and like, hey, I want this, this, and this. Can you gift wrap it and send it to me later? You can now offer more services to your customers that they want, where that you might not have been able to offer before. So once you get your order, you'll get it all ready, because the important thing here is just having your package ready, because once you purchase your shipping and delivery request from us, we dispatch to all of our drivers. We dispatch to our entire network, and the closest driver will be dispatched to come pick up that delivery from you. So that's why it's pretty important just to have everything ready to roll. And then you purchase your label and you're printing it, which I'll show you on the next slide here. And that's it. It's really that simple. It's these steps, and we've tried to make it as simple as possible. And again, Steve, anyone will be there from Trellus to help walk you through this. We'll show you there's a way to do test deliveries in our system to really get you comfortable, so that when the time comes and you're ready to use it, you're able to offer it confidently to your consumers. This is our delivery request page. It's really this simple. It's one page. Gather the information from your customer, just like filling out a UPS online. We offer as soon as possible deliveries, ASAP, which you place your delivery, goes into our driver network, and we dispatch a driver right away. You can also schedule your deliveries, where in the future it's kind of a set it and forget it. A lot of our merchants over the holidays, all throughout December, they're taking orders December 1st, December 2nd, and they're scheduling their deliveries to go out on the 23rd, even the 24th, and they don't have to worry about it. They're able to take those, get those deliveries over the phone, online, put them into our system, and we dispatch a driver to go pick it up through our pickup window times. So it's really a set it and forget it if you're going to utilize our scheduling delivery, the deliveries function. Once you fill out this order form, you have just a details page, confirm your delivery, and that's it. It's in our system, and you've now placed a delivery. The last thing is just printing out your shipping label. If you're doing multiple deliveries, you're able to print out all your labels at once too. So it makes it really convenient and easy to use the system itself. And then last but not least is you did all of that. So here's our tracking, and this is kind of where the magic happens. It's a really, really simple tech solution, as we explained before. You go through it, and it's like everything else. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're just trying to help small businesses level up and offer this service to their consumers as well. So you're getting text message notifications, you're getting emails at the end. If you're something's valuable and you want a signature, through our driver software, you're able to get a signature. We take our photos. We scan IDs when we're delivering alcohol and wine, as we do a lot. We're doing more and more now for the small businesses. So it's all within our platform that's offered, and route optimization. So this is a super valuable thing, where if you collect a lot of deliveries throughout the day, you can send out a batch delivery where you're able to have one driver come pick them all up. And what's really nice about this, it's not multiple deliveries going to a conveyor belt, going through UPS, getting routed to North Carolina and back. It's your driver is picking up these packages and then bringing them to your consumer. And then Brian and the dispatch team and Gil and our driver network, they're all taking care of it and making sure that it's getting from your place directly to the consumer here. And again, the tech is really what's behind all of this. Some of the biggest pain points that we've seen through is that lack of visibility. And that's why we made sure we have the real-time tracking. You can watch your driver, you get your ETA times. So that's really the crux of, when it comes to our tracking and offering, all the visibility, so that your consumer knows when they're getting their package, because that's really what's more important than even getting it super quick. And I'll pass it over here to Brian right now.
Very good. Thank you so much, JR. And to everybody that's on the call, as well as anybody that watches this video down the road, we appreciate your time. Clearly, you can see that we have put a lot of time, a lot of effort, and we brought the right team together to build the technology and the platform needed to perform excellent service. So the driver network is where it all comes down to, and the fact that we're actually delivering. So our driver network, I'm responsible for our driver network. And as you can see here on the top of the page, Gil is our driver director. And if there's anyone on the call that is already a merchant partner of ours, has definitely met Gil. He is probably one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet on the planet. He cares very deeply about what our mission is. He is a former Amazon driver that came to work for us, and he cannot believe the difference between what it was like working for Amazon and what it's like to be working with Trellus. We really are trying to be and are achieving to be best in class for drivers working, gig drivers. Most of all of our drivers are gig workers, similar to DoorDash and Uber and Lyft, where they can sign on and sign off whenever they would like. There are also drivers that provide a schedule and tell us when they're going to be working, so we can give them the allotted work. But we already know that we offer more of a percentage of the delivery than any other company out there. We offer 80% of the delivery rate, which is higher than anybody else. We also put our drivers through a background check as well as a criminal background check, which includes every kind of watch list you could possibly imagine. Though we do believe everybody is just good people, we do these reports just to make sure that there's nothing that we need to know, because we are sending them into your businesses and they're taking your product, they're representing you and they're representing us. So we need to make sure that everything's on the up and up. We also do training where we make sure that all of our drivers understand exactly what we expect of them. We are doing our best to make sure that we have plenty of drivers. Right now, we have over 50 drivers approved in the system, and we have between 10 and 15 new drivers every single week going through our process. So we are bulking up our driver system and our driver network to be able to handle the influx of business that we know is coming. This is all of the things that really create just a best-in-class driver experience. We have over 10,000 successful deliveries just in the last 6 months alone. And the reason why we have such a high success rate in delivery is because of the fact that we have live dispatch. We are constantly watching. If you can see here on the screen, this is what our dispatchers see. And the green dots indicate a completed task or completed pickup or delivery. And the purple are the ones that are they're on their way. We could watch your package through this system from the minute it's picked up to the minute it is dropped off. We get pictures of your package being delivered. It's really, the chain of command is from your store to our driver to the delivery. There's no hub, there's no transferring of trucks. The chain of command is just one person. The person that picks it up is the person that delivers it. We find that to be very efficient. We also find it to be much more secure. Even though we do have an insurance policy that insures all of your deliveries, as well as the drivers, as well as all the drivers' workers' compensation and the liability insurance, all of that is taken care of, along with making sure we have the right drivers in the system. So JR has spent a lot of time and effort really building a great platform that is just going to work for us. Adam is bringing on as many merchant partners as possible to spread the word about Trellus. And Steve is getting everybody up and running to be able to utilize these systems. And we're doing the best we can to make sure we have the right drivers in the right place to make sure that we're executing our promises. But also, the reason I was just about to say why we have such a high success rate with the dispatchers or live dispatchers watching and communicating with the drivers. We have an ability to talk directly to the customer, directly to the merchant partner, and the drivers can chat with us live right within the system. But just an example of why we have such a high rate of success, just happened just today. We had a driver that picked up chocolates from one of our merchant partners, actually Crohn's in Great Neck. Great place. I can't even go in there because I end up buying $50 worth of chocolate every time I'm in there. But besides that, what happens a lot is we have a lot of our merchant partners that are getting orders for people that are giving gifts, whether it's flowers or chocolates or a bottle of champagne for a doctor that, helped them out. And what happens is a lot of times there's errors with the information because they're sending a gift. So they sometimes put the wrong address. And just today, I had a driver call me and said, Brian, I had a little bit of an issue with this delivery because the delivery brought me to an empty lot. So he looked up who the recipient was, which was a doctor so-and-so, and he looked it up, and her practice was a few miles away with the total wrong address. So he took it upon himself to reach out and make sure that was the right recipient and delivered it on his own without even having to pull the merchant partner to succeed in that particular delivery. That's something that I'm not sure you're going to get with any other delivery company. I don't think that's going to be happening. So those are the kinds of things that really separate us from everybody else and make sure that you understand that this is our highest of priority. Also, something else I want to note, and I know Adam and JR both mentioned it at one point, we are delivering alcohol. We actually have a partnership and working with the Wine Association, and we plan on having a lot more liquor stores and wineries on board. We have our state liquor authority, our SLA license permit to be able to deliver alcohol within New York State anywhere we want to go. So if you do have an establishment, we can provide that that permit that shows you that we do have the right and the legal permit to be able to do that. So that's just something else that, you know, we're making sure we cross our T's and dot our I's to make sure that we have everything lined up for you guys. So I do appreciate all your time, and I think that you will realize how many advantages there is to working with Trellus and letting us help you build your business and deliver for you, as well as give you the exposure and drive traffic to your stores through our marketplace. And Steve's going to take you here and talk to you even more about the advantages of Trellus.
Yeah, and I think that's the perfect lead in to the Trellus Advantage, or kind of the Trellus difference. I go back to something that Adam had mentioned earlier, is that Trellus is so much more than just a delivery partner. We're truly invested in the success of your business, and we're going to get into in these slides how we can help your business grow. So the first one, more than a delivery service. So I mean, here at Trellus, you know, we give you the tools to help your small and local businesses grow. We want to drive new customers to your business, and there are a few ways that we do that. First being the Trellus Shop Local Marketplace. What that is, it's a curated list of all of our Trellus merchants. So when you sign up for a merchant account, you're going to be listed on a marketplace. And what we do is we drive traffic to this page from our marketing efforts. So I'll dive into the Trellus Local Marketplace a little bit further in the next slide. Another benefit is having access, and this is kind of just you know, repeating what Brian was talking about, our network of drivers, right? So network of drivers that we have for Trellus 7 days a week. Our driver network, in my opinion, is kind of what makes Trellus special. We continue to kind of build out that network and align with like-minded individuals that are excited to deliver goods to their neighbors. So we think, you know, the driver network is super important to what we're doing. And I mentioned before about Trellus kind of investing into small and local businesses. Our Trellus marketing program is one way we do this. So our marketing team helps promote businesses, which drives added exposure to our Trellus merchants. What we do is we work with our merchants to offer unique promotions throughout the year. And what that does is it hopefully helps drive new traffic and sales to the business. And the last thing on there is we also connect different businesses within the Trellus network to offer unique and curated experiences. So in the past, we've done, you know, cross promotions with different merchants. We combine that with the Trellus same-day delivery. You know, and these type of promotions are things that can really help drive crossover traffic between merchants and out-of-the-box marketing ideas and promotions. So those are just kind of a few ways that we feel like we're kind of standing out and really having that added exposure for your business. JR, if you can go to the next slide. Cool. So in the previous slide, I kind of touched on the Trellus Local Marketplace. So once you sign on as a Trellus merchant, your business is going to be, you know, listed on the marketplace. And the marketplace is really a curated list of all of our local businesses that offer same-day delivery with Trellus. What we want to do is we really want to invest in our merchant partners. So we run targeted marketing campaigns, promoting our merchant partners, hopefully helping drive new customer acquisition. And we feel like this is an extremely important part to help our merchant partners grow, and for each you know, merchant to really understand the value that Trellus is bringing to their business. To date, and just that last stat there, we've delivered over 300,000 advertising impressions promoting our merchant partners, which helps drive additional revenue. So it kind of goes back to, we're really investing in our merchant partners, because as they grow, you know, we grow, and it's really kind of you know, a success story. So those are just a few ways specifically for the marketplace that we're helping merchants grow. You can go to the next one. So marketing same-day delivery to your customers. So I think this is the question that I guess I get most from merchants is, you know, we signed up. Now, how do I let my customers know that we offer same-day delivery? So there's a few ways that we kind of help market Trellus and same-day delivery to your customers. The first way is in-store signage. So what we do is we provide window stickers, we have bag stuffers, we have counter signs. all promoting that your business is now offering same day local delivery. And I think the signage is a really quick and easy way to promote Trellus, to promote this new service for your business. So we think that's super important. The next way to promote is digital assets. So we have a library of digital assets, which can be used on your website to kind of let your customers know that you offer same day local delivery. And also our team can work, with your business if there are any, custom digital asset requests on your website or for your social media. We want to give you all the tools to help you promote, same day local delivery. And lastly, staff training. So I think, in my opinion, this is probably one of the most important. So, when you sign on as a Trellus merchant, the client success team and sales team, what we do is we walk your staff through the best ways to promote Trellus when speaking with customers, whether it be in store or on the phone. We set up training sessions with your staff to kind of walk through placing a delivery with Trellus and getting them familiar with the system, and how to really work same day delivery into conversations with your customers. So there's a few different ways that we'll be able to do that. But I think being able to help train your staff and really just educate them on this is super important. So the biggest takeaway I think that we've noticed from merchants who properly promote same day local delivery is that their delivery business has really increased dramatically since they started using and becoming a Trellus merchant partner. So there's a lot of different ways how we can help kind of promote and get the word out of, Trellus and same day delivery. So those are kind of just a few of the highlighted items that I thought were super important. Next. And I'm going to pass it back to Adam. He's going to walk you through some of our subscription plans and service area and things like that. Oh, Adam, I think you might be on mute.
Adam, you're muted.
Yeah.
At least you're listening, Brian. Thank you. There's a quick question in the Q&A box I wanted to answer. Mark asked about delivering craft beer from local breweries. Interestingly enough, we just signed up with the New York State Brewers Association just today. And the Kathy Hochul announced when she was doing her State of the State that she's going to allow craft breweries to deliver. We have 2 on our platform now, and we absolutely want to have all 40 that are on Long Island. And yes, we do deliver for craft breweries. We'd love to have you on our platform. Going over the subscription plans and service area. Next slide, please. They only have 2 fees on our platform. You keep 100% of the sale. It's a 30-day basic monthly subscription at the top line there. If you pay $10 a month or $9.99, it's $9.99 within 5 miles, and then $1.50 a mile. And if it's more than 1 package, there's a $4 surcharge. And a package is anything over 50 pounds. If you package everything together, it's as little as $9.99 on that basic platform. And then we have business, which explains itself. But if you're doing volume, which is more than 1 delivery a day, it's $99 to be on our platform. And then it's $6.99 a delivery. That's it. So all you're buying from us is the shipping label. You could upcharge us. Every florist does. Some of the businesses we work with make money by providing delivery because we're only charging $7 within 5 miles, and a large portion of the deliveries are close to their businesses. With batching, you could string together a bunch of deliveries so you could live miles and miles, 30, 40, 50 miles away, and each delivery remains that price. We have some gift basket companies that do that. And if it's more than 1 package, it's only $1. So it's very, very affordable. There is no contract. It's very easy to cancel or change or upgrade your platform. If you want to, right on the website. I had a huge issue when you want to get rid of an app service or something like Netflix. They put you on hold for 2 hours. God forbid you got to get rid of Cablevision. That was 2 hours today. Everything is right on our website. It's as simple and easy to use as possible. I made sure with the team that was the case, because this is how I want to be treated as a customer. So as little as $6.99 a delivery and the basic platform fee, you get much more than that in advertising. We have a lot of press. We have a full PR team, and we've been on Newsday, TV, radio. We always feature, especially around the holidays, different members of our platform. And as you saw, Cocoa Confections was on there when we were giving the example. They were on Channel 2 News when we first launched. So we're here to help you. because we know if your business grows, our business will grow. Next slide, please. And this is our service area. It's Long Island. It's everywhere. We even go all the way to the Van Wyck Expressway, and that's just for signing businesses up. We deliver on demand in that whole Aqua area, all the way out to Montauk. If you want to go into the city or in Queens, or the rest of Queens in Brooklyn or Westchester, which we do, you've got to call dispatch because we want to make sure that our drivers get compensated. So there's a surcharge. So we do that. But on demand, seamless and easy, same day, it's that whole beautiful island, all 100 miles long of it. And that's who we service. That's our number one priority. Next slide, please. And that's it. If you have any questions, you could reach out to our sales director, Russ. His email's right there. Steve is on the email, and his email is also, Steve is on the call with us right now, and his email is right there. He gave you his cell phone, which is pretty daring. But the 1833 local LI is got a person on that line, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 days a week. You could reach out, or you can email me, adam@buytrellis.com, and we're very creative. It's jr@buytrellis.com and brian@buytrellis.com. We're very easy to get to, and we respond same day. And that's all we got, folks. If there are any questions in the Q&A box.
We do have one more question, and then obviously everybody feel free to put in the chat box or the Q&A if you do have a question. I'll tee this one up of either Brian or Adam. Do you work with any public libraries?
Brian?
Yes, we do 2 days a week, Middle Country Library, and we do 2 days a week for the Sachem Public Library Systems. And I'll tell you, the drivers absolutely love it. We pick up at the library. They do a batching system, so they put everything in the system either that morning or the day before. And our driver shows up, has everything sitting right in front of the library for us. They take the baskets. They deliver mostly to homes and to also like senior living places where the folks don't necessarily get out that much, but we do contactless where we drop the basket either right outside the door or we do it inside, and it works out so great. And not only that, because we do it twice a week, we not only deliver all the books that everybody was wanted, but we also pick up the books from the previous week that they have to return. So it's really a great program, and any library, we encourage any library to call us. Somehow, some way we will make it work. We understand how your system works because we've worked with a couple of libraries so far. So this is a great opportunity to offer for your customers. But also another thing is we'll also help you promote it within your library district so people will start using the program a little bit more.
One thing about nonprofits and libraries that we didn't mention so far is we don't charge the platform fee. So there's no $99 to $99 a month. It's a set rate. For libraries, it's $140 for up to 25 deliveries or pickups. And if you have less than 12, it's half that price. So you could flex each week depending on what your demand is. And that's for nonprofits. We deliver diapers for a nonprofit too. They have this woman has this wonderful charity delivering diapers all over the southern part of Nassau and Suffolk. So nonprofits, we waive that fee because we want to help everybody who has the ability to deliver products at an affordable rate.
One of
the name Trellus,
yeah,
come from? Well, I won't speak about this because I was not one of the original voters for the name, but I am so happy we created that name because Brian can explain why.
Well, Adam had another name that we're not going to chat about because he probably has it a license or something. I'm going to have to pay him royalties if I actually say it on this call. But the reason we're called Trellus is because everybody may know what a trellis is. A trellis is a structure in a garden or that helps things grow and connect. And that's what we are. We are a trellis. We are here to help connect businesses with their customers. We're here to connect the customers to their businesses and connect businesses to businesses. That's what we're here to do. We're here to make connections and help things grow. That's what we're all about.
Let me just add one thing that wasn't asked, but I know you had mentioned we're part of the Long Island Wine Exchange on the East End with all the wineries. We're also a member of the Long Island Farm Bureau. We just joined the New York State Brewers Association today, and we're a member of about a half a dozen chambers. When chambers get active with us, we support them. Patchogue, Long Beach, Roslyn, the North Shore,
Huntington.
Huntington. We are here to be part of your community. We're here to help your chambers grow. And the model of only helping small independent businesses and not big box stores resonates. People get excited about that because every politician says shop local, but what's the value add? The value add is now shop local with Trellus because it's time. You'll get your items quicker. And that's what our research shows. And that's what we're finding success with. I don't know if there's any more questions.
Yeah, I was going to add one other thing because I think it's something that people don't normally think about. And because it's the winter, it reminds me of what we were able to do for one of our merchant partners. We're here to get your packages to where they need to go. That could also mean that you go into the system and you want us to pick up something at one of your suppliers. For argument's sake, last year, there was a crazy snowstorm coming and Funky Monkey reached out to us, the toy store, and they ran out of sleds. But the company they buy their sleds from was out east. And they said, is there any chance you could pick up the sleds and bring them to us so we could sell them tomorrow? And we do exactly that. We were able to go pick up the saucer sled things, and we were bringing them to the store. So the next day when the snowstorm hit, they would be able to blow them out. Other than that, they wouldn't be able to have them. Also, for one of our chocolatiers, their factory of where all their raw chocolate comes from, they send us to go pick up their boxes of chocolate that they can use to make all of their amazing chocolates. And we pick that up and drop them off. That leaves the owner time not to have to deal with that and have to be out of the office or out of the shop. And they don't have to send an expensive courier because there's a lot of boxes. And because they're on our pro plan, everything is much more affordable. So those are just two examples that I think people might not think about right off the top of their head, but it's something that we find that our merchant partners find incredible value with.
So let me just add one other quick thing, that we promote our businesses to each other. So if you're a member of our network and you see a business you want to work with, for example, giftbasket.com is based in Roslyn, and we've probably got 40 or 50 food vendors who work and sell products, and they needed 1,000 boxes of cookies. And we connected with the cookie outlet with them, and they were pretty happy. For $99 a month, they got an order for 1,000 boxes of cookies, and we helped bring them over to giftbasket.com. And that will go with any one of our vendors. If you wanted an intro or wanted to conduct business with them, we're B2B also. And that's how we're helping with this network where the name Trellus comes from. So I reluctantly admit Brian was right with the name. There's a question in the box from Maria. Is there aside from weight, is there a package size? On our website, we state 36 by 36 by 36 is the max size. You basically want to keep your package size to anything you could fit in a car. I mean, we do have vans. We can dispatch certain people if we have to, if it's a special delivery, but we want you to think of us as if you were going to go shopping and you wanted to get it in your car and you wanted to pick it up and put it in your car. That's what we do. So that's the restriction. And we've shipped some pretty unusual things that just fit in cars, but just give us the heads up. But our goal is to help you sell your products. So if there are any other questions, please add them now. I don't think so. On behalf of my partners and team members, I just want to thank you for your time. We're super excited about this business. We're grateful for you spending your evening with us and learning about an exciting business model that's happening here on the island. And feel free to reach out. We'd love to work with you. And have a pleasant night. And please tell 500 of your closest friends about us. Good night, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.